What's up, guys? Welcome back to Views, the podcast where Jason doesn't believe that I'm going to go on a run tomorrow. Let this be known right here. Tomorrow is the first day I'm going on a run every day that I have time to. Every day where I feel like I'm in the mood to run. From now on.
What?
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Will you be in the mood
100% every day.
That voice you're hearing is Taylor, our second assistant, who's kind of sometimes hidden in the background. So maybe it spooked you when you heard her voice, but we gave her a mic today because she's going to participate.
Will you be in the mood tomorrow?
I'm going to be in the mood tomorrow. Yeah, I'm in the mood to run. There was like a weird person at the end of my street, and it was kind of really scary. Jason went out to talk to him, and I stayed back. And as Jason leaves to go to the end of the street, I'm not fucking kidding, a pack of coyotes crossed right by my car as I'm sitting in there towards Jason. And I was like, oh my God, I'm about to hear fucking screams. It was the funniest thing. I want to say pack, it was only 2 coyotes, but I know one could take him down. So it was enough where
Turns out they were fans too.
the coyotes. What's up, guys? So welcome back to Views. I'm David, that's Jason. This is the Views podcast.
What's
We
up,
talk about
guys?
stuff. I just got back.
Hey guys, Natalie here. She's over here too. Don't worry about me though. Keep going, Dave.
Well, we're the host and the co-host.
Well, what the fuck am I?
You're the assistant. What are you talking about?
Okay, sure. I'm just the assistant.
I mean, you are.
Would you like a different title? Let's get you a different title.
Yeah,
what
I would
title
love a
do you
new
want?
What do you
title.
want?
I would love the title.
I was going to say, I think it's pretty cool how we all work together and we all get along.
You know
Yeah.
what?
And there's not too much ego around here.
That's great, Jason. Except
Oh,
for the
she
fact.
does not give a fuck.
So I was actually thinking about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what can my title like evolve into, right? Because I've been an assistant for a little while now. What can I possibly be? Like the opportunity.
Yeah, you have to
the
work.
options
You have
are
to work
endless.
hard to evolve. That's the thing. That's
Well,
the catch.
that is the catch, and
the
I am
catch.
doing exactly that.
Can't evolve without working hard, right, Jay? You know that. You know that more than anybody.
So
You want a new title? Well, fucking earn it. Okay, sorry. Go.
Queen of locking herself in her room.
All right, go. Queen of taking vacations. Guess what? Today, Natalie,
Why-
Monday, first
no,
day of
no,
the week.
no, no, no.
First day of the
No.
week. I'm looking at her Instagram stories. She's out to lunch. She's at like a thrift store having fun. Her friend Sammy's in town. She just saw her a week ago in New York.
Okay.
It's just, okay, go. Sorry, what is your new
when
title?
your friends come to town, you do whatever the fuck you want. God forbid I take mine
Because
to
I'm
lunch.
CEO. Of course
Guess what I am, David?
What are you? What's your new title?
CFO, Chief of Fucking. Oh wait, no,
Nothing.
shit, I fucked it up.
Chief of fucking.
Natalie, that's gross.
So it is true about you and Todd.
That's what you're doing when you lock yourself in your room?
Oh,
fuck.
Chief of fucking.
Chief of fucking. That is, whatever you do with Todd is none of our business.
All right, relax with the Todd narrative, all right?
Okay, sorry, Chief of
Okay,
fucking.
you're on the line with David and his chief of fucking, Natalie.
All right, go.
COFE, Chief of Fucking Everything.
Okay, Chief of fucking everything.
All right, all right,
Chief
all
of
right.
fucking everything. Okay.
Well, whatever. That was close. Anyway,
What have you done that makes you think that you're the chief of fucking everything? Exactly.
oh my God.
A lot.
Just because you yell at Jonah, it doesn't make you the chief of fucking everything.
That's one of the many hats I wear, yes.
One of the perks.
So speaking of yelling at Jonah, so
Yes.
I had this whole trip planned to Dallas. I was going there to speak at like a convention basically. So I a couple weeks before I got the offer for the convention, and I was like, I would love to plan it so I can come in the same day and leave the same, because every time I spend a night in like a city, I just lose a day because I come back and I'm so tired. So that's how we did it. I was supposed to arrive Saturday morning and be out Saturday night, and I'm home in my bed Saturday night. So I invited Jonah to come, and I knew Jonah was going to be late to the airport. So I called him an Uber myself. Like I put it in front of his house, and I was like, it is in front of your house. Go outside. It's there waiting for you. The Uber waited a little over 9 minutes for this guy to come. And he was calling me, texting me, where are you? I was like, he's coming, and didn't show up. Uber canceled. Now I'm at the airport. We're really running out of time. And now I call him another Uber. So Jonah gets in that Uber and he arrives late to the airport, right? So now we're running through TSA, and Jonah's vlogging, like as he's going through TSA, like he's vlogging this like stupid, he's vlogging like how his bags are going through the thing. I'm like, where the fuck are you even going to use this?
Right.
Like you're just vlogging random shit. Like just get through TSA, let's get on the plane. And then we get through TSA, and I'm like, Jonah, we have to run to our gate right now. We're going to be late. But one of his shoes, I guess he didn't put in the box and is stuck in the TSA machine, where like the x-ray machine. Yeah. So he's looking for his fucking left shoe. So this is like 10 seconds pass by. Over the intercom, I hear, flight to Dallas. We're looking for the last 3 passengers, right? This is like fucking it. It's go
I hate
time.
that shit.
So we're sprinting down. Jonah finally has his shoe on. We're sprinting down. We miss it by fucking literally 3 seconds.
Ooh, they shut
close the door.
door.
They're like, we can't do anything about it. The door's shut. And this is bad because I have agreed to go to this convention. And it isn't like the David Dobrik show. This is like I'm part of like a big conference where other people are speaking. So I'm like part of like a schedule where I have to go.
And it's the last flight out that will get you there at the appropriate
It's
time.
the last flight out. So I'm like, okay, I'm booking a private plane. I'm using all of the money that I'm going to make at the show on this private plane. I just need to get there because I don't want to be an asshole that misses this event.
Right.
So we couldn't get the private plane. And I keep in mind, this is all because of Jonah now that I'm losing. I have lost a little over, private plane will be around $25,000. Because his shoe got stuck in the TSA and he couldn't get in the first Uber, I have now lost $25,000 because I have to book this private plane. So I booked this private plane. And so then turns out there's no private planes available that will get us out in time. We're at Burbank Airport, so we call LAX, and they have seats left on one of their last flights going to Dallas for the time that we would need. So I'm like, fuck it, let's get on this one. Now, the people at the convention, at the conference, are nice enough. They're like, okay, we're going to push back your part of the show till later. So I'm like, thank you so much. But now I'm staying at the conference. Like, now I'm going to stay overnight.
Right.
So
You can't get a flight out anymore.
Can't get a flight out anymore, so I'm staying overnight. So Jonah screwed up my day. Like, that's gone.
Right.
But luckily, I didn't have to pay for the private plane. I got a regular flight
From LAX. Right.
And now I vowed to myself, I'm like, okay, all the money I make from the show, I'm going to give to somebody at the show because it's not even my money anymore because I missed the show. Like I messed up the schedule. Like it's not, I already voted it out. Like it's not my money. And then we get to LAX and we're going through TSA. Jonah's lagging behind me once again. And Jonah gives the guy his ID and they go, do you have another ID? And I go, oh my God, what's wrong? And he goes, this is expired. I was like, when did it expire? He goes, in 2016.
Oh, man.
And Jonah doesn't have a debit card or any kind of second identification on him, so he can't get on the flight. And he doesn't come with us, and he has to go back home in an Uber. And he's ruined our entire day. Cost me so much time and money.
Sure.
And he's back home eating kebabs. I was so furious.
Going to cryo with
But
Going to cryo.
going to cry. He went to cryotherapy with Jeff. And I got so angry when I saw that Insta story with his. And then he got fucking drunk. He called me drunk. He's like, we're having the best time over here in LA.
I know he did. We were hanging out Saturday night, and he got drunk, and he's like, go, let's call Dave. Let's call Dave. And I was like, no, do not call Dave. Do not.
Yeah,
Let's call Dave. Tell him what a good time we're having. I'm like, do not call Dave right now.
I was like,
please.
that's so
I'm
stupid.
like, that's the last thing he wants
He
to
calls
hear.
me.
He's at
He's
some
like,
gig.
he's like, yo, guess what I did? I was like, what? What did you do? What could you have possibly done that you're calling me about? And he goes, I got drunk. I never drink. I'm having such a good time.
I know.
I go, Jonah, you fucked me over this entire night. But I think everything happens for a reason, right? The reason for this was after the show, we met this guy. He's DACA, just like I am. And this girl he really liked was also DACA. And he told me basically she's going through, I wouldn't say a tough time, but she's working really hard. She has 3 jobs. She has a kid. Her mother just
She's
got
the
out.
perfect person to give something to.
She's like the
just a
perfect candidate
hardworking-
for some help.
Yeah.
So that's the girl we decided to go give the money from the show to. And it was so interesting because I would have never met her if I would have had to get back on the flight
So
that night.
you're proud of Jonah. You're happy.
So
You're
this time it worked out.
Yeah.
So Jonah
did you a favor.
Jonah, being an idiot, helped out this girl in Dallas. So thank you, Jonah, for helping out that girl. And yeah. And the best part was when Natalie booked our flights to LAX, right?
Right.
And she booked me and Taylor first, and there was no first class seats left or whatever, so she put us in economy, whatever. And then when she was booking Jonah's flight, she's like, "Oh, a first class seat opened up. So I'm just gonna book Jonah in first class, and you just take a seat when you get on the flight." I was like, "Okay, cool, sounds good," because I'm paying for all the seats, so whatever, I'll take the first class. But we couldn't even take the first class seat because the seat that was
He didn't get through.
because he didn't get through.
Oh, wow.
So we lost money on the best seat.
Oh my God, no.
On the plane, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Jonah.
Because
is an
Jonah
idiot.
didn't make it.
What a fucking idiot.
It was crazy. It was like
Christ.
everything and I kept calling Zane and Carly and updating them on like how I was just laughing because I was like, this cannot get any worse. Jonah was just screwing up on all levels.